Alright, hi guys. This is my second video and I'm going to try and make it as quick as I can. The reason I'm making this video is because I have a few things to say about the debt ceiling. Why am I where I am? Well, after my last video everybody complained that it looked like I was in prison, but rest assured I am not in prison. I am actually free and moving about in Houston, Texas. If you look behind me, that's the Williams Tower right over there. Either way, this video is going to be about the debt ceiling and also about Rick Perry's chances as governor. I'm going to try and make it quick because I'm standing on the top of a parking garage in Houston and I don't want the parking attendants to think I'm off to mischief. First of all, let's talk quickly about the debt ceiling. There's several key observations I want to make about this. I could talk about how it's extremely bad for our community, our economy, our nation if we don't raise the debt ceiling, but that's neither here nor there. That's not going to change anyone's mind. If you believe it's not bad, then you have been listening to some very interesting things. If you believe it's bad, you're probably with the mainstream and understand that it's not good that we not raise the debt ceiling. What I want to talk about is the fact that we have gotten to the point where we're even discussing not raising the debt ceiling. Something has happened in America to where we have a party that cannot even control itself anymore. Now, I understand where the Tea Party is coming from. I understand where the Republican leadership is coming from in wanting deficit reduction and wanting to get a more serious attitude towards our economic problems and the fiscal crisis in this country. That's understandable. However, to use the debt ceiling as a crutch to hold the nation hostage because of the economic crisis going on around the world due to fiscal irresponsibility is kind of ironic. Why do I say that? If we don't raise the debt ceiling, we're going to get interest rates significantly higher in the United States of America, and that is going to cause us to owe more at the end of the day. So not raising the debt ceiling basically makes us get into an even deeper fiscal hole. The Republicans want to cut everything. The cut, cap, and balance plan is all about cutting everything. But cutting everything is not going to help this country. Not only do you cut, at the same time, you have to increase expenditure. That's why the Bush-era tax cuts, in my personal opinion, should not be extended for the highest earners. But even if we're going to extend those, we have to have some kind of revenue. There's no two ways about that. You don't just do it one way. You can't just cut everything because in a bad economy, we're going to have an economic crisis. The second issue I want to talk about is the presidential nominee on the Republican side. Now, who do I think is going to be the nominee? It's pretty simple. I have a strong feeling that Rick Perry, at the end of the day, is going to be the presidential nominee on the Republican side. Why? There's several reasons. One, the economy of Texas has done better than most of the states in the country. Now, do I personally give Rick Perry any credence for that? No, he doesn't get the credit. The credit for that comes from the recession-proof, actually probably recession opposite oil economy. What do I mean by that? When the country is doing really bad, oil prices go up. Sometimes oil prices are the reason that recovery is taking long, but Texas benefits for that, especially the Houston area, which you see all around me and behind me. But beyond that, we also have the issue of the fact that Rick Perry has a kind of charm. Now, what is this charm I speak of? Presidential politics is not just about the basic things. I really think that there's something beyond basics, beyond economics that adds to presidential politics. And that includes the charm of somebody and the chances that they appeal to people. He has this Texas charm, this independent streak that people who are looking for small government will see. So at the end of the day, I think he is enough of an opposite from Obama that he will win the presidential nomination. He is relatively serious and has business credentials, so he can bridge the Tea Party and the business credentials. And as I mentioned, the Tea Party looks at him as a legitimate candidate because he has ruled in a state that has Tea Party credentials. He has ruled a state with minimalist government, and that's what the Tea Party is looking for. How do I feel about Rick Perry? Texas can run on auto drive. That's how I feel about Rick Perry. This state can automatically run by itself. That's the way it's built. The governor has very little power at the end of the day, apart from dramatic redistricting circuses, which Rick Perry has put us through. I personally don't believe that he should be president, but that is not for me alone to decide. We'll see at the end of the day. I need to get off this garage top. I hope you guys like the scenery here a lot better. Give me feedback. I'm gonna make a little more of these, try and make it more often and make it about America, but I can't promise you that if something interesting doesn't happen in Nigeria, I'm not going to talk about that. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. As usual, I'll debate you vehemently if I disagree with you, just because